Hi viewers, this is Dr. Jana and you are watching video with me on data science and you are most welcome to this field of data science. As you know, in the current trends, most of these companies they are switching to data science and we should have some idea about what is this data science. We'll start from the basic, the various concept of this data science, the various components of this data science and what are the software we need, what are the tools you want to use there and what are the application of the data science, where and how we can use it, all the things. Okay, I hope so. We'll take minimum 15 to 20 minutes all this theory, then we'll move to the implementation of all the things, right? So let us focus on this concept of this data science. This data science is used for extracting knowledge from data sets. Okay, because it is rightly said that the entire world is drowning in information and we are starving for knowledge, right? So it is used for preparing data for analysis, formulation of data science problems, analyzing data and developing data driven solutions, and presenting findings to inform high level decisions. So this is the concept of this data science, and we can have some more definitions of the data science also. Actually the data science, in this field of data science we can see the importance of this data science is to bring together the domain expertise from programming, mathematics, statistics to create insight and make data more sensible or sense of data, right? And the data science is high in demand and explains how digital data is transforming business and helping them make sharper and critical decisions. See, the thing is that you have huge amount of data available with us in your day-to-day life. We are having a lot of data, but unless we know how to process the data and we find the insight to this one, it is of no meaning. Okay, in today's emerging data-driven business, data scientist plays business critical role, and data science has the ability to process and interpret data that enables companies to make informed decisions around the growth, optimization, and performance. And demand for skilled data scientists is on the rise now, and in the next decade also it will be dominating. So these are the some of the things on this data science. Now, if you move to the thing on the data science, we can have. Let us move here. We can have the product recommendations. Say we take an application, the product recommendations have never been this precise with the traditional models, drawing insights out of browsing history, purchase history, and basic demographic factors. With data science, vast volumes and variety of data can train models better and more effectively to show more precise recommendations. Data science also aids in effective decision making. Say we can take a number of examples. Self-driving cars are a classic example. An intelligent vehicle collects data in real-time form, its surrounding through different sensors like radars, like cameras, lasers, and to create a visual of their surroundings. And based on this data, the machine learning algorithm, it takes a crucial driving decisions like turning, stopping, speeding, so turning left, right, this angle, that angle, all things we can do using this thing. So these are you can see the nowadays we are using, these are some of the applications of this data science. Now before we move to the data science, let us have what are the various applications of this data science. Okay, so as you know, in our day-to-day life nowadays we are using a lot of applications of this data science, but one some of the very prominent and very important applications that only will be discussing today. Yeah, we can have it here. Yeah, so some of the important applications of the data science, that the fraud detections, risk detection, credit scoring, energy management, recommendation systems, advanced image, speech, character recognitions, gaming, healthcare, internet search and targeted advertising, mental health, airline routing planning, and augmented reality, virtual reality and augmented reality. Okay, so these are some of the most important applications of the data science, although we are using in our day-to-day life in various places. Okay, now let us see what are the different components of this data science. Now let us see the various components of this data science. Data science mainly consists of three parts, namely the machine learning, the big data, and also the business intelligence. The first of all that we are moving for this machine learning. In this machine learning, it involves algorithms and mathematical models chiefly employed to make machines learn and prepare them to adapt to everyday advancements. For example, these days, time series forecasting is very much in use in trading and financial systems. On this based on historical data, patterns and machines can predict the outcomes for the future months of a year, or either for a month or a year it can also predict. And this is one of the application of this machine learning. And in our day-to-day life, we can use a number of application of this machine learning. And this machine learning is very important part of this data science. Then we'll be moving to the next one, that is the big data. In this big data, this is also another concept in the big data, because so many people have given so many definition, this velocity, veracity, volume. So all things, okay, these are the theoretical things. See, when huge amount of data are there in the relational database management system, then it takes a lot of time for processing those data. You get it now? So in that case, so if you maintain any different machines, just go for the distributed or the parallel processing, and then also it takes a lot of time. So in that case, what you do, the solution is the big data, and finally we go for this Hadoop also, right? So in this big data, every day humans are producing so much of data in form of clicks, orders, videos, images, comments, articles, RSS feeds, etc. And these data are generally unstructured and is often called a big data. So you know the idea, you have the idea about what is the structured data, what is unstructured data. Structured data, which can be represented by some rows and columns, just like some values will be there. For example, I go for a student information system. Now we have the student registration number, we have the student name, we have the branch, his date of birth, his the date of his branch. So okay, all the things we have, all these values are there available. But imagine, suppose I am putting some unstructured data and I am collecting from this Facebook, or I am collecting, there must be images for different formats. There can be audio of different formats, different sizes and all things. So these are not structured. These are not in a proper formatted way. So this type of data more suitable for analysis using this big data. So big data tools and techniques mainly help in converting these unstructured data into a structured form. And for example, suppose someone wants to track the prices of different products on e-commerce sites, then she can access the data of the same products from different websites using a web APIs and RSS feeds, then convert them into structured form. See, where is the applications you can tell me? Suppose you are entering to a supermarket. In this supermarket, you are purchasing something, and based on your purchase habit and the frequently you are accessing, somebody can some machine and something they can suggest you. So these are the things available in this road, this room, and all things. So you can go for that one. So in this way, suppose this data, unless it is analyzed and processed in the real time, after 1 week somebody gives you the information, says you can go for purchase here and there. So that time you will be not be there. It is no use to you. So in that case, while you go and access this type of online or real time data and analyze and give a suggestions, it is more helpful. So that is the job it is done by the big data, right? So in a similar manner, we can go for the other thing, that is the business intelligence. We can go for this business intelligence. In this business intelligence, what we do, yeah, we'll have a minute, just to wait for 1 minute. So now you can see that is the business understanding or the business acumen. The analytics professionals come in the mid management to high management in the hierarchy. So having business knowledge comes as a big requirement for them. You can see the different phases the data science has to go. First one is the business understanding. Then you go for the different approach, analytic approach. Then we go for the data requirement, and from the data requirement we go for the data collections. Then you go for data understanding. Then we go for the data preparations. So here the data preparations, if it is insufficient, again you can go back, again you can collect and all things. Then you can go for the modeling. So this is in both way, you can go for the data preparation and modeling, both are there. Then you are going for these evaluations, and after the proper evaluations, if it is there with accuracy and all things, you can go for the deployment. Then you take the feedback. If it is any improvement you require, then you go for this modeling, and the entire process you go on doing like this. Okay, so these are some of the techniques we come across the different phases, data I think it goes for that one. So in this way, we can have thing, and we will be using a number of tools for that also. We will be using a number of tools for that one also. We saw what is the data science. We saw the various components of data science. Now we are going for what the tools you will be using for this data science, right? So now you can see we must have we have to brush up with us with a number of technology. Data science is not that you have to study C or Java like that. It is not like that. Say we must have in-depth knowledge of R programming. R is used for data analysis as a programming language, as an environment for statistical analysis and data visualizations. So who the people are interested to have a career in data science, they must have in-depth knowledge of R programming. Okay, you can just install the R Studio. Already I have given 3 to 4 videos on this R programming. I think more than 7-8 videos are there. You go through that one. I have given some application there also. Then you should have some knowledge about this Python coding. Python is majorly preferred to implement mathematical models and concept, because Python has rich libraries and packages to build and deploy models. So we need Python badly for this type of things. Then some knowledge of this MS Excel. So you'll be using some data like CSV files, or sometimes you'll be applying some formula, equations, diagrams out of messy lot of data. So there we will be needing this MS Excels. Then finally we will be going for this Hadoop platform. So it is an open source distributed process framework, and it is used for managing the processing and storage of big data and unstructured data. So these are some of the tools and techniques we will be using it here. And in addition to this also, we are having some other tools. I think if you know that I was talking about this thing. And finally, the tools already I have shown you. And the third part of this component, that is the business intelligence. That part I forgot to tell you. In this business intelligence, what we try to do, each business has and produces too much of data every day, and this data, when analyzed carefully and then presented in visual reports involving graphs, can bring good decision making to life, and this can help the management in taking the best decisions after carefully delving into patterns and details the reports bring to life. And if you know that I have given you some videos on this Tableau. So this is the business intelligence tools and all things. Tableau is there and BI is there. So you must have some idea and how to use, because even if you have a lot of data is there, so if it can be presented by some Tableau, or it can be presented by business intelligence BI, so it can be better presented and it can be better understood. You get it now? So it will give more and better insight for decision taking and decision making for the corporate people or any industry. So that is all about the basic and fundamentals of this data science, and I hope you have understood the minimum concept on this data science. What is this data science, and what are the various components of that thing, and 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 also the various tools we will be using there. Then also the various phases it passes through. So I hope you have understood the concept. If you like these things, please share with your friends, and also don't forget to subscribe this one. And thank you for watching this video. Take care of health. Have a good day. Thank you.